How does one use a bullet journal, a bujo, a stayology? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Estella and today we're going to talk about how I use my bullet journal, and I hope to give you ideas on how you can use your bullet journal. If you're someone like me and you're not someone who is an illustrator, an artist, and knows how to draw these beautiful, amazing illustrations, then you are someone who loves using washi tape and stickers and ephemera and papers, and I think there is an artistry in that alone. So I do have my own specific style. I love this bookmark. This bookmark is like gorgeous, right? And I definitely think this is going to be something that I keep for years to come. Like, this is not something that's just going to go away, but it's something that I think is just truly beautiful, right? I created this pocket, in love with this pocket. And I have all these different kind of ephemeras and layerings and paper, and I love the story that it's telling. Even if I don't write in this every day, even if I don't keep track of things every single day, I'm still able to look back at this and I'm still able to see the beauty, the texture, and just kind of go through these pages and remember what I was thinking, feeling, just by how this spread looks. So believe it or not, this is 1 week. And as you can see, I went total maximalist with stickers, washi, and everything else under the sun, right? And I was like, oh, I'm going to do a to-do list. And this is one way you can use a bullet journal, right? You could create to-do list. You can use stamps and write down a to-do list within those stamps. You can kind of create your own sections or task related items. So like, kitchen cleanup, living room cleanup, bedding, laundry, whatever it is that you want to do, right? Organize, deep clean, YouTube videos, social media posts, work, whatever it is that you need to create a to-do list for, you can use stamps. So I use to-do list here, I use habit trackers, and then I had a day per page. Now, if you are someone who creates a long list, right? Because in my Hobonichi weeks, I do create a long task list, but you can clearly see that this book is way smaller than this one. And the spacing is very different. So I didn't need this much space, right? And then upon reaching the first week, I was like, I do not need this much space. So I fixed it. I did the rest of the 3 weeks here. So to do, and then habit trackers. And then I did a week on 2 pages. So front to back. And I created tabs using washi tape. Now, I was able to cut this using a paper cutter first, and then I went ahead with the scissors and cut down to create these tabs, right? And I measured it out by counting the squares, and I have this ruler that I created because I saw plenty of bullet journal videos, and I was like, this is genius. I can definitely use a ruler from this book, and I know when a quarter is, a half is, another quarter is. So I was able to use a ruler to kind of really break things down and help me kind of organize my my bullet journal here, right? So I was able to put 1 week on 1 page, front and back. And to me, this was ideal because I realized I didn't need that much space. And then I started realizing, oh my goodness, I really love writing notes. When I was like reading a lot or listening to a lot of YouTube videos that were sharing social media like tips or guides, I was writing them down because I wanted to learn and be more on top of social media. Social media is something that you constantly have to be on top of. So again, you can use your bullet journal to track your monthly. So this is a February monthly view here. This is when I filmed and edited. And then you can use it to create weeklies, right? And you can create whatever layout you want. My layout is going horizontal, right? There's nothing vertical. I really don't like vertical layouts. And I'm able to write down notes, what task I need to accomplish. And then I highlight the important things or highlight what was accomplished. It really depends on how you use your system. You can use a pen to write a line through it. You can use a key to indicate that it's completed or task accomplished. It really is up to you what you decide to do with your bullet journal, and that's the beauty of bullet journaling. Okay, so here, as you can see, I have a lot of notes, and this is for February. And February was a month that went by very quickly. There was a lot of things happening in my personal life, but I did take a good 2 days to have like a good social media session. And I literally wrote so many notes, so many different ideas down on that February month. And I was like, this is great. So then over here, I have like things that I received in the mail or Happy Mail that I got during the month and things I want to showcase. So I'll give you an example. Like right now, I just got this Paper Minty Studio Happy Mail, right? So if there was something that she gave that was something that I could put in my book to keep as Happy Mail that I received during the month, it's going to go here, right? Or anything else pertaining to my channel that's private will go right there. So that's what I use a folder for. Here's the months again. And again, I did a week literally in a box because for me, I'm like, oh, well, I don't really need a whole bunch of space for my weeklies, right? I need space for notes. And I wrote like teeny tiny notes here. And then I have space here. I have a whole bunch of things that I can use for this. So this, you know, for me is something that I could look back on and just really appreciate how I decorated this, right? And then in April, right, we're now back in the swing of things. I feel like I have a little more time. I'm getting back into just more of a routine for journaling and planning and trying to get more sleep in. So now I have been using this more consistently. And this is April. And I wanted to romanticize spring. I wanted to romanticize the month. And I did that. And I really love the aesthetic of this. It came out so beautiful. I'm just in love with this. I have ideas here, which I'm going to write down because I do write them in my catch-all, and I will write a list here. And then I'm writing down whatever I need to do, right? Again, this is a week on one page. Here we go. And to me, this is just like beauty, right? And then I'm going to do some social media development later, some learning later. So I'm definitely writing notes again. And that's that. Like for me, I think I found a good spot of what I need for the month. So basically a week on one page, right, works. And then I'm gonna basically have maybe 2 or 3 pages of notes. That way when I go into the next month, I can basically start the next month fresh. And the way that you use a bullet journal can really be just in various different ways. So I'm going to show you an example of a Stayology. And the reason I got the Stayology is because I'm playing with layouts, right? And this is one that I just purchased a couple of days ago. Got it from Amazon, right? Very inexpensive. And I have this Bujo planner cover. She's on Instagram. This is a nude cover. And then this, I forgot the name of the leather, but it's gorgeous. So I kept her in a good safe space. And I just love this cover. So as you can see, very minimal, nothing, you know, out of the ordinary here. And then I played around with a key. So I know a lot of people who watch Megan Renon and other channels such as Lindsay Scribbles, they have like a key or they have a way that they track down what they write. For me, I have my Tombow key because I have Tombow markers, and for me, just purchasing circular stickers when I could just clearly use Tombow markers would be easier for me because I already have them. So I created this page. Everything that I use in this journal is very purposeful. And the reason being is it's a common planner. It's not really a journal. It's everything, right? Thoughts, purchases, sticky notes, Happy Mail, anything that literally I'm taking notes in my life on is going to be here. This is not dated, which is perfect for me. We all had that video or that discussion or that time where we all felt like when we bought something and we were just like, why did I buy this if it's not working for me? And the thing is that, you know, you won't know what works for you if you do not purchase something and try it and then realize it's not for you, right? So this is another way that you can use a bullet journal or a Stayology because it does have a graph layout and it's really hard to see. But basically, you know, I have a page here from a book that is a personal development book. And I thought that this was a very important page and I really wanted this reminder. Then it said at 8 o'clock. So it's like, you know, based on time for me, like flourishing, growing like butterflies, making sure that this is kept in. And then I wrote briefly about yesterday, right? And there was 2 different things. So this one's personal and this one's more of my current thoughts, right? So I did a lot of personal things yesterday, hence the Coffee Monsters Co. sticker here. Then I used another beautiful sticker here that I absolutely love, and it's just ephemera, and I just think it's the beautifulest thing in the world, right? Because I love looking at these stickers and just kind of seeing, you know, the mood I was in and seeing what was going on, and then seeing what I accomplished that day. And this is just an idea, right? You can totally put more pictures here. You can go ahead and use a vertical layout. So another option is, right, I went to the dietitian or nutritionist with my mother, and this is another example, right? So really a bullet journal and Bujo style is what you make it. And what I love about this, and I can't really show any other pages because it's all like private information here, but this I can share because it's an example of using a picture, right? This is like pertaining to nutrition, what I'm giving my body, and how my mom should be eating, what she should be eating, and things like that. So it's just basically keeping track of what I need to do, and there's a visual representation of that, and this is a specific note. Now I can definitely take this and draw this out better here because it's larger, but I also wanted to put this down here because this is the one that I pretty much like can take with me if I want to appointments, or if not, just kind of have it here in my specific planning section, because you all seen this before. She is my extra Hobonichi weeks that I ordered. And basically, I'm writing notes here, right? I'm writing things that are important, and I am doing very minimal planning here. So this one is just nothing but pen and paper, very, very minimal stickers. And I will have a video comparing this one and my other one with all the deco, so stay tuned for that. But that is how I am using that. So you can definitely come up with different layers, different styles. So like if I wanted to do something vertical, I can do a line here. I could put a picture here. I could do whatever it is I need to do. But these are two different ways, right? You can write thoughts, feelings, emotions. You could put in some pictures, right? Again, I'm going to use the Happy Mail that I got today. So I got this Paper Minty Studio Happy Mail. And a part of me really kind of wants to stick this right in here. And it's so beautiful, right? And this came in today. So I can literally stick like washi tape right up here and do like a flip up, right? So I can see what is written here, but at the same time, I can also write a little note here. And then I could possibly create a page right here where there is something right here that I write on. So it's going to be something that I will create, and I think it's going to be just beautiful. So these are ways that you can use your bullet journals. Also, if you are someone who likes to collect ephemera, right? When I got my Kubo and Lucy Happy Mail order, I got this a beautiful little like tag, and I really want to keep it, right? So this I can literally glue right here, right, as well, and then write a note. So I'm gonna kind of write more in this because this is kind of allowing me to play around with different types of layouts and styles, and I have time to do it today. And then I get to see what I want to do with this specific Stayology bullet journal or just Stayology journal. And this is another way that you can use it. So there's various different layouts, and I wanted to go through these layouts because I think that when you see the layouts, you get to get an idea of what can be done. One of my fave layouts, I think, and I did mention this, was the one with the tabs. I think this is so much fun because you get to see the tabs here, and then you get to flip over to the week. So for next month, I do want to kind of create tabs, and I will be sharing that in my bullet journal setup. But you can do so much. You can write calendars in here, or you can place the calendar simply like this. I used a stamp, and then I wrote in the date here, and then that's it. I really didn't do much. Stamp, sticker, wrote in the dates. For this one, I literally used a like piece of ephemera that had a calendar in it. And then for this one, this was a Paper Minty Studio sticker of a calendar again. So it really is up to you, and you can do whatever it is that you want. You can use washi tape. You can use pen and paper. you can use stickers. I clearly am not drawing in this at all because it is not my forte, but it's something that I think is really, really amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a quick little explanation of how I'm using it. I hope it gives you ideas. I do have a notebook coming in from Sweet Freckle Designs because this one is already finishing. It's from last year and then it goes into this year. So I needed to get a new one because I literally bought this one super, super cheap from last year and used it. And then I was like, you know what? This is what I need to go to appointments. And this has been amazing. I absolutely love it. So I know this size works for me, but I wanted to kind of order one that I can fully customize, and you will see that as well. But this is basically you all know I wanted a commonplace book. I just didn't know where, how, if the Hobonichi Cousin was going to work for me, and it ended up being what it ended up being up. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and until the next time, bye.